Hello minasan, konnichiwa, jamu desu, and welcome to Hikari Online Class. For today's lesson ay pag-aaralan natin ang lesson 23 ng ating grammar discussion. Are you ready? Dewa, hajimemashou. Okay, so we will gonna start from the first topic here is the verb dictionary form, verb nai form, adjective, na adjective, noun, no, toki. Okay, so toki means when. So, ginagamit ang sentence pattern nito to connect two sentences and expresses the time when the state or action described in the main sentence exists or occurs. Okay? So, as shown in the table above, the forms of verb adjective, na adjective, and nouns connected to toki are the same as the forms when modifying nouns. Okay? So, ginagamit si toki to connect two sentences at pag ina-express natin na nangyayari or mangyayari ang isang action. Okay? So, as you can see, adjective or na adjective and noun, no is only or used. Okay, so as you can see, the adjectives, the and the na, and when the nouns are also the same kung paano mo minomodify si noun. Okay? So let's have an example here when modifying or when using toki. Okay, so let's have an example here using the toki in a sentence. For example, when you say, when you borrow a book at the library, you need a card. Okay? 図書館で本を借りるとき、カードがいります。図書館で本を借りるとき、カードがいります。Okay? So, sa panahong kailangan mong maghiram ng libro sa library, kailangan mo ng card. Okay? When is time na kailangan mo gawin si action. Okay? Kung or sa panahon. Ganon. Okay? Another. When my body is not feeling well, I drink Genki-cha. Karada no choushi ga warui toki, Genki-cha o nomimasu. Karada o choushi ga warui toki, Genki-cha o nomimasu. When my body is not feeling well, I drink Genki-cha. Sa panahong hindi maganda ang aking pakiramdam, umiinom ako ng Genki-cha. Okay? Another. When you don't know how to use it, ask me. When you don't know how to use it, ask me. Tsukai kata ga wakaranai toki, watashi ni kite kudasai. Tsukai kata ga wakaranai toki, watashi ni kite kudasai. Sa panahong hindi mo alam kung paano yan gamitin, please magtanong ka sa akin. Okay? So, sa panahong hindi mo alam kung paano gamitin, tsukai kata ga wakaranai toki, watashi ni kite kudasai. Please ask me. Another, why don't you come and visit us when you are free? Okay? Hima na toki uchi e asobi ni kimasen ka? Hima na toki uchi e asobi ni kimasen ka? Okay? So, ginagamit. Okay, so that means that why don't you come and visit us when you are free? Bakit? Sa panahong libre ka, why not na pumunta ka at bumisita sa amin? Okay? So again, in the first example, Toshokan de hono kareru toki kado wo irimashita. So we use a verb here which is kareru and then you just add toki. So you just make the verb into plain form and you add toki. While in the second one, karada ga choushi ga warui toki Genki-cha o nomimashita. Warui is the adjective. So when adding tuki, you just simply copy the e adjective and you just add tuki. While on the third one, it's just the same in the nai. Okay, verb nai. So you just copy simply the plain form of nai. And then you just add tuki. And the last one is the hima, not tuki. So it's a na adjective. So you just add na before the tuki. Okay? And also, the tense of adjective sentences and noun sentences which modify tuki is not affected by the tense of the main sentence. So, hindi siya affected. It's either kung ano yung tense na ginamit sa sentence natin. It's either past, or is it future, or present continuous tense. Okay? Same, na naka-plain form siya when you add tuki. Here's another use of tuki when you use it into a verb dictionary form and verb ta form. So when the dictionary form of the predicate is put before tuki, it indicates that the non-completion of the action, and when ta form of the predicate is put before tuki, it indicates the completion of the action. Okay? So when the dictionary form predicate is put before tuki, pag nilalagay mo si verb dictionary form tapos si tuki, so it indicates that hindi mo pa nagagawa ang action na ito. But when si ta form yung nilagay mo before the tuki, it means ginawa mo na si action before mo ginawa ang susunod na action. Okay, so it's just like an example here. I bought a bag when I was returning to my country. Kunie kairu toki kaban o kaimashita. Kunie kairu toki kaban o kaimashita. Okay, so in this example, kairu indicates that at the time being referred to, the action has not been completed. That the speaker has not reached his or her country yet, and that he or she bought a bag somewhere in his way there. Okay, so as you can see, naka-dictionary form then tuki. So meaning, hindi niya pa nagagawa to, ginawa niya na bumili ng bag. So, kunie kairu tuki. So, maybe, habang papauwi siya or on the way going to his or her country, bumili siya ng bag. Okay? While in this example, I bought a bag when I returned to my country. Kunie kaita tuki kaban o kaimashita. Kunie kaita tuki kaban o kaimashita. Okay, in this example, kaita indicates that the action was completed and the speaker bought a bag after arriving in his her country. Okay, so as you can see, the verb before tuki is in the past tense. So that means nakauwi na siya bago niya binili ang bag. Ginawa niya na ang first action. Okay, that would be, ginawa niya na, nakauwi na siya, and then bumili siya ng bag after. Okay, so be careful when you use, it's either verb dictionary form or verb ta form using tuki. Okay, so pag ginamit mo si verb dictionary form, tuki, so that means hindi mo pa nagagawa yung action before the tuki. But when you use the ta form before tuki, means ginawa mo na ang action bago mo ginawa ang action before tuki. Okay, and next sentence pattern is verb dictionary form to, then, which is inevitably. So when expressing the situation where as a result of a certain action, another action or matter inevitably happens, to is used to connect the sentences. So ginagamit natin ang sentence pattern na to pag ginawa natin si verb, okay, or verb 1 takes place, automatically or inevitably nangyayari si verb 2 natin. Okay? So, hindi mo mapipigilan ang resulta pag ginawa mo si verb 1. Okay? Like an example here, kono botan o usu to utsuri ga demasu. Kono botan o usu to utsuri ga demasu. If you push this button, the change will come out. If you push this button, the change will come out. So, pag ipupush mo yung button, automatically lalabas yung sukli. So, hindi mo na mapipigilan na lumabas yung sukli once you push the button. Okay? Another. Koreo mawasu to oto ga okiku narimasu. Koreo mawasu to oto ga okiku narimasu. Okay? So, if you turn this, the sound becomes louder. If you turn this, the sound becomes louder. So, if iikutin mo yun, so automatically lalakas yung tunog. Okay? So, hindi mo mapipigilan once na inikot mo na yun. Migie magaru to yubinkyo ga arimasu. If you turn right, you will find the post office. Okay? So, kung liliko ka sa kanan, automatically, nandyan na yung yubinkyo. So, hindi mo mapipigilan na wala siya dyan. Okay? Okay, and last example, iyaku no tsukiru to heya ga samuku naremasu. Iyaku no tsukiru to heya ga samuku naremasu. Okay? If you turn on the air conditioner, it will make the room cold. Okay, so once in-on mo na yung aircon, so automatically, palalamigin niya yung room. Okay? So, ganyan lang po gamitin dictionary form to and then verb 2, which is the effect or the inevitable verb na mangyayari pag ginawa mo si verb 1. Okay? So, from that, expression of one's will, hope, invitation, or request cannot be used in the sentence which follows to. Just like the examples here. For example, I hope. Jikan ga aru to eiga o見に行きます. Or a one's will, just like jikan ga aru to eiga o 見に行きたいです. Or invitation. Jikan ga aru to eiga o ikimasen ka? Or a simple request that jikan ga aru to chotto tetsudatte kudasai. Okay, so hindi mo siya pwedeng gamitin sa ganyang pattern or request or expressions in a sentence. Okay? So, in those cases, nagagamitin mo yung one's will, hope, invitation, or request, you can just use the conditional expressions tara. Okay? So, you can use to here, but instead you use tara. Okay? Verb tara. Next sentence pattern is noun, ga, either adjective or verb. Okay, so you learn in lesson 14 that the subject is indicated by ga when describing a natural phenomenon, like rain, typhoon, earthquake, or snow. So also, when describing a state or a scene as it is, the subject is also indicated by ga. Okay, pag mga scene naman or state of a condition, so gagamitin mo din as a subject the particle ga. Okay? Just like the example here. The change come out. Okay, lumabas yung sukli. Utsuri ga dimasu. Okay, utsuri ga dimasu. Okay, kung ano yung lumabas, siya yung particle ga. Okay, since it is a state. Next, electricity has become brighter. Denki ga akaruku narimashita. Denki ga akaruku narimashita. Okay, so kung ano yung naging bright, which is the electricity, so siya yung particle ga natin. Another, the sound is small. The sound is small. Oto ga chisai desu. Oto ga chisai desu. Okay, so since kung ano yung lumiit, which is the sound, in Japanese, that would be oto. So, siya yung particle ga natin. And the last one, the room gets cold. The room gets cold. Lumamig yung room. Heya ga samuku narimashita. Heya ga samuku narimashita. So, since yung room yung subject dito, which is yung lumamig, so siya yung particle ga. Okay? So, aside from natural phenomena that you learned from lesson 14, so you can also put particle ga into the state or a condition as it is. Okay? Next sentence pattern is the noun, place, o, verb of movement. Okay? So the particle o is used to denote the place where a person or a thing passes. Okay? So, ginagamit natin si particle o sa mga place na kung saan yung isang lugar, yung isang tao, or yung isang bagay ay tumatawid or to passes through. For example, the verb of movement such as samposhimasu. Samposhimasu is walking, okay? Watarimasu means tumawid. And arukimasu, which is lumalakad. And another, okay, that are used in this pattern. So anything that moves or dumadaan, okay, to a certain place. Kung ano yung place na yun, i-denote natin siya as particle o. Just like some examples here. Take a walk in the park. Take a walk in the park. So the place here is the park. And the verb here is walk. So that would be koen o samposhimasu. Koen o samposhimasu. Another. Cross the road. Cross the road. So our place here is road. Our verb here is cross, which is michi o watarimasu. Michi o watarimasu. Another, turn right at the intersection. Turn right at the intersection. So our place here is the intersection, while our verb here is turn right. Okay, so that would be kosaten o migi e magarimasu. Kosaten o migi e magarimasu. Okay, and the last one is cross the bridge. Cross the bridge. Bridge is our place. Cross is our verb. Hashi o torimasu. Hashi o torimasu. Okay? So, ganun lang gagamitin si particle o sa mga lugar na kung saan nag-a-act or nagpo-cross or nagpa-passes through ang isang tao or ang isang bagay. Okay? So, additional information, noun, place, verb, movement means place of going. Kung saan ka pupunta, which is, have example, ikimasu, to go, kimasu, to come, kairimasu, to go home, shuchou shimasu, which is on a business trip, muttekimasu, which is bring something, mutte ikimasu, take something, and tsukurite, and tsurete ikimasu, bring someone, or tsurete ikimasu, take someone. Okay, so this is our additional information that all of these place of going is may fixed particle siya sa place, which is the particle e. Okay? Kung ano yung place na ginagamitan ng lahat ng verb na ito, fixed particle niya na si e. Okay? So, hindi nababago yung place particle niya. Another one, which has also have a fixed particle, which is noun, place, o verb. Okay? So, just like I said, sa mga place of movement, like, or sa... Okay, another one is the noun, place, o verb. So, it's also a fixed particle. Pag sinabing fixed yan, pag nakita mo si verb, automatically yung place niya is particle o. For example, arukimasu, which is to walk. Samposhimasu, to take a walk. Watarimasu means to cross road. Hashirimasu, to run. Torimasu, to pass through the street. Magarimasu, to turn. Okay, magarimasu, to turn, like place o direction e. Okay? Okay, magarimasu, to turn, which is place o and direction e. Okay, kung saan ka mag-turn, siya yung place o natin, which is either left, right, front, or back. Okay, and direction niya kung saan, so that would be particle e. Okay, so fixed particle po yan. So pag nakikita nyo okay, so since it is a fixed particle, so pag nakikita nyo ang mga verb na ito, automatically, yung place niya is particle o. Okay? So just like an example here, please turn left at the intersection. Kosaten o hidari e magatte kudasai. Kosaten o hidari e magatte kudasai. Okay, another. Please be careful when crossing the road. Michi o wataru toki kyotsukete kudasai. Michi o wataru toki kyotsukete kudasai. Next, I'm going on a business trip to London with a company employee. Kaisha no hito to Rondo ne shouchou shimasu. Kaisha no hito to Rondo ne shouchou shimasu. And the last, I want to take my mother to Tokyo next week. Raishu, haha o Tokyo e tsurete ikitai desu. Raishu, haha o Tokyo e tsurete ikitai desu. Okay, so ganun mo lang siya gagamitin. Fixed particles siya ng mga verb na ito. So, pag nakita niyo yan, automatically, yung mga place niya is it's like chocho shimasu. Okay? So, that's the end for our lesson 23, minasang, and I hope you learned another new grammar pattern for today. Okay, so see you again next time. Keep practicing and ganbatte kudasai. Goodbye!